Three, two, three, two. There are times when you'll need someone. I will be by your side. Say what? There is a light that shines special for you and me. One more time. There are times when you'll need someone. I will be by your side. And what they say, there is a light that shines special for you and me. Hey, yo, welcome back to another episode of the Arts Block Podcast. I am your gracious, humble, uh, favorable, amazing, great, lovely, beautiful host, Eric Curry III. Back at you with season 7 of the Arts Block Podcast. If you made it to season 7, listen, if you made the Oh, if you made it to season 7 of the Arts Block podcast, just make some noise real quick. If you made it to season 7 of the Arts Block podcast, I need y'all to comment down below saying that you made it. I need you to tell me that you made it. Where you at? Where you at? What's good? Who made it? Who made it? Let me know. Let me know something. Welcome if you made it. Welcome. Welcome. We are so happy to have you. I'm so happy to have you here. Man, oh man, do we have a lot that happened this week? Do we have a lot that happened this week? Do we have a lot that happened this week? I'm telling you, man, it's always the weeks where I want to take a vacation, a week where I want to take time off, a week that I just need a break. All the things happen. Why do all the things happen when I want to take a break and I just want to stop potting for a couple of weeks just to get my mind back, active? All the things want to start picking up. Then all the stories happen. It's like the media just starts rolling. The media gets on a roll, boy. I tell you, when I'm gone, the media gets on a roll. But I love it though. I love it because when I come back, it's a lot to talk about. It's a lot to discuss. And if I don't get through everything in this episode, we can move on to the next episode. Extra content. Praise the Lord for extra content. Yeah, but while y'all are here, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure I should have got water before I recorded, dang. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all turn on post notifications so you can be notified every time we post a podcast. If you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, make sure you give us a 5-star and a review. You can just say that this is the best podcast that you have ever listened to in your life, and that will suffice. Yeah, that's it. Let's get into it. So, to how we're going to start off today's episode, right? Usually, when I start off a new season, I usually start off a new season about where I'm at in life, where I'm at, how I'm doing, if I'm doing okay, where this season is going, kind of my attitude and my mindset going into the season, right? Not this one. Not this one. Too much has happened for me to do that, and I will be doing not only the pod a disservice, but you guys a disservice with me doing that. As you can see, I'm back at the crib though. Back at the crib, moved back home. But again, I'll probably get more in depth into all of that next episode. All right. So we're going to start off really, really heavy, and then we're going to go really, 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 really light and really funny. But we're going to start off really, really serious. There's going to be some disclaimers in here. There's going to be some disclaimers in here. There's going to be some disclaimers in here. I'm just letting you all know, just so we can all be on the same page, and so we can all just, yeah, you dig, hear me, heard you. I bet. Let's get into it. Number 1 on the docket of season 7 of the Arts Block podcast, we have King Combs, Diddy's son, dissing 50 Cent. But as he is dissing 50 Cent, he is giving the federale valuable information. Let's pull up King Combs 50 Cent diss lyrics, because I know they are on Genius. Shout out Rap Genius, man. Shout out Rap Genius. Rap Genius really is the goat. The goat. All right. So King Combs released a diss track called Pick a Side. And he released this diss track about a couple of weeks, like a couple of days ago from the time that I'm recording it. Maybe like a week or so ago from the time that you have been recording it. All right. So he starts off the diss track kind of weird, right? And this is a diss track aimed to 50 Cent because 50 Cent is a classic troll. He has been trolling Diddy for a long time about, just Diddy's antics, Diddy's whatever Diddy has going on. 50 Cent has been trolling Diddy about it all for the past couple of months, ever since Cassie came out with the lawsuit. And even I think even before then, 50 was trolling Diddy, right? About everything Diddy had going on. So his son starts it off like in the itsy bitsy spider like cadence. And he says, they praying on our downfall another time again. After the rainfall, the sun gonna shine again. Don't bust no U-turns cause we ain't forgetting ish. And to all y'all that switch, suck my beep. You know how New York, that's like the most like disrespectful thing that you can all say in New York. Yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna find something better because that's not good. Yeah, here it goes. Here it goes. Boom. Yeah. So is that's like the intro to the song. That's how we intro the song. Now, is that a crazy way to intro a record to me? Yes, especially when you have the feds on your head, you have the media on your head, you have hip hop on your head. Everybody is literally on your head right now. You're going to tell everybody switching up, suck y'all's dick. And but y'all did it though. But y'all did it though. But y'all did it though. Nobody's gonna switch. Nobody's switching back, bro. Bro, I don't. All right, okay. Let me slow down. Somebody should let me get to the lyrics before I get to my opinions on this. So in verse 1, he starts the verse by saying, I dare one of you niggas scream out no Diddy. And he say he's going to beat you up if you scream out no Diddy. Now it's people on Twitter, people on Instagram, people everywhere saying that when they see and I think that was a bad move. Because now people are going to test you. And people are going to test your gangster. People are going to test your gangster. When you're going to step outside, all you're going to see is a whole bunch of random people saying, yo, no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy, no Diddy. Expecting you to smack them, expecting you to do something, expecting you to fight them, which you're probably not going to because you are, wow, yes, your family is in a lot of mess right now. Your family is in a lot of trouble. Your father might be a bad person. That doesn't take away how much money and assets you and your family have. That's a quick lawsuit if all you doing is just smacking the dude for saying no Diddy. He didn't put his hands on you. He didn't threaten you. He didn't do nothing. All he did was say no Diddy. You smacking him or beating him up or whatever. That's a quick lawsuit on your end that you and your family do not need right now. On top of all the other lawsuits that you have on your head, guy. Oh, don't worry. We're gonna get to that soon. So he ended up saying that when all they had was 50 Cent who put the city on the map, stop lying. Pop's been hated by many men and niggas, that's fine. They gonna try to stop these Eminems and they gonna die trying. Just keep dissing 50 Cent, right? Keep going at 50 Cent. However, this is the part that kind of gets it right. So and this is going to hurt me to say this. In verse 2, in the second verse, King Combs says, knock them walls down like when the Fetty boys ran in both of our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door because that's the one they missed. All right, man. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. I can see this is gonna be that type of pod today. As soon as I heard that, I was like, okay, this is gonna be this type of season. Cause there's no way. There's no way you are that dumb. There's no way you're that dumb. There's no way. I don't believe it. I don't believe you're that dumb. One, you made a lot of mistakes with this. You made a lot of mistakes with this. One, I can tell you didn't go to anybody for approval before you putting this out. You just did it on your own merit. You gave it to Ack. Also, I'm getting ahead of myself. But let me slow down. You gave the song to Ack off the Drake, Kendrick dissing each other, whoop de whoop de whoop. You know what? Everybody giving their records to Ack. Ack is spinning all the records. Ack is like the new flex right now. Whoop de whoop de whoop. Or he's like the flex for like at least my generation. For me, since I didn't have like an experience of flex or somebody like, yo, radio people going up the flex station be like, yo, flex, play the new such and such. Ack is like that for me and my generation, right? So Ack is that. We send the record to Ack. Ack's going to spin it. People going to love it, right? That's his idea of what's happening since like the height of the Drake and Kendrick beef happened, right? And also, all right, again, a couple places you went wrong, right? You went wrong a lot of places here. Number one place you went wrong, you didn't consult with nobody before putting this out. I know you didn't consult with nobody before putting this out. Because if you consulted with your father before putting this record out, this record wouldn't be out. We wouldn't know about this record. This wouldn't even be a record that we would know about if you consulted with your father before putting it out, which we know you didn't, because no way he okayed this being released. No way he okayed this. This shouldn't have been okayed. This shouldn't have been like, oh yeah, we're gonna put this out. Nobody should have okayed this. Everybody should have said, hey, no, not right now. Now is not the time. The heat finally got off us. Second thing you went wrong, you went and brought the light back onto you once the light was off of you because of the Drake and Kendrick stuff. Because of the Drake and Kendrick stuff, because of that beef, that classic, match that we classic war that we just all seen, all endured, that the world was so engulfed in, we forgot about you and your family. We forgot about you. So now that the beef is over, why did you think it was a good idea to insert yourself in not only a beef with one of the pettiest dudes that has ever walked on earth? Mistake number 3, beefing with 50 Cent, who's going to hold on to this until the day either you or him dies. He's going to hold on to this forever. He's going to troll you for the rest of your life. Third mistake, but back to mistake number 2, you're beefing with 50 Cent after the biggest rap beef maybe that we've ever seen. You're going to beef with 50 Cent, a guy, one, who can wrap circles around you, 1. 2, classic troll. 3, in his heyday, in his prime, he got famous off of disses. His first track that went crazy was How to Rob. And he talked about how to rob every single rapper in the game. How to rob. That's who you want to diss? That's who you want to shoot at. That's the guy that you want to can't stop, won't stop. And that's the guy? Nah, bro. The timing was off, bro. The attention was off of you. For a split second, the attention was off of you. For a couple of weeks, the attention was off of you. Now you put the attention back on to yourself with a bad record. Not only did you put your attention on yourself with the diss, you put the attention on yourself with a bad record. This record is bad. This is a bad record. Bro. This isn't a good record. This isn't a record that I'm like, oh yeah, we about to spin that new King Combs. Pick a side. We about to spin that new King. We're not, bro. This is a bad record. And I'm not saying that this is a bad. I like some of the King Combs songs. King Combs has songs that I like. He has songs that I like. that let's not act like he don't got no slaps. That joint with him and Chris Brown. Tell me how to make things right. I can see you in my life, girl. I want you better than yourself, better than you love yourself. Boom, 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 boom. That joke goes crazy. That goes stupid. I like the joke with him and Kodak. Can't stop, won't stop, and one. I've been balling 23 and one. I like that record. This isn't a good record though. This isn't a good record. The timing isn't good. Who you're dissing isn't good. And then you say when all hold on, no. You didn't say that. You said this dumbass shit. Knock them walls down like when them Fetty boys ran in both of our cribs. Too bad they ain't know we bought the one next door because that's the one they missed. Why are you going to tease the feds telling them that the house next door is the one with all the information in it, you dumbass nigga? What are you doing? What are we what are we doing? What are we doing? Bro, I don't know if your pops hasn't have had didn't tell you this. I don't know if the people around y'all didn't tell you this. I don't know who y'all are around right now who hasn't told you all this, but the feds do not play. The feds do not like being taunted, and the feds do not like being played with, which leads us to number 2 on the docket. Trigger disclaimer for anybody that's watching this. We are this next topic, we will be talking about Diddy and Cassie in the video that came out. The video will not be played on the platform. However, my thoughts and opinions will be shared. I will say so this is just like, a domestic violence warning, not sexual assault. Well, I don't know, not sexual assault, but like domestic violence trigger warning, assault trigger warning. So anybody who is triggered by those things, please just skip over this part. Yeah, please skip over this part. I don't want to I don't want anybody to be harmed or offended by anything being said. Or any of like the harshness, because at times I can just say things without thinking about them, and any of the like harshness that's coming out. I sympathize with all people of domestic violence. Anybody that is dealing with domestic violence right now and wants an out, wants an escape, I'm going to put the hotline number right here at the bottom of the screen. So if anybody wants to, call, anybody wants to have experience, anybody who has experience with domestic violence or domestic abuse, here's the hotline number for you to call if you just need somebody to talk to, if you just need help, if you want to get out of your situation. I'm gonna put the number down here. So little trigger. So that's the disclaimer for you all. All right. Now that we got that out the way, let's get to it. Now that you teased the feds, nigga, this is my point of view on the situation. Now the nigga teased the feds. Right after you teased the feds, about a couple days, maybe a week later, a video comes out. Now, what's the video, Eric? A video surfaced from 2016 from a hotel that Diddy and Cassie were staying at. The video shows Cassie running, not really running. She was speed walking. You can tell she was on a mission. You can tell she wanted to get out of there. She was coming out of the hotel with Diddy with her bag. She didn't even have her shoes on. You can tell she found her chance to escape and go, and she escaped and she went. She was at the elevator waiting for the elevator to come. Diddy comes running down the hallway, snatches her, kicks her, hits her, takes her stuff, throws stuff at her, while she's trying to escape from the situation. Now, I'm going to tread lightly on this. Not for Diddy's sake, but for Cassie, the victim's sake. right? Because it is not easy to relive your trauma online for the world to see. So I commend her so much. Prayers to her, her family, her husband, just anybody around. Just I pray that Cassie just receives the love and support that she needs in this moment, because that is not an easy thing to do. Relive your trauma with the public, like reliving your trauma with the public is not an easy thing to do. So I commend her for that. And yes, all thoughts and prayers to her and her family. Yes, really. So yeah, you thought, I'm talking to King Combs when I say this. You thought y'all were safe. You wanted to taunt the feds. Guess what? That footage right there was some of the most disgusting, most foul, most nasty footage I've ever seen. And not because of what he did, right? Well, yes, because of what he did, but it's because I know what happened at home was way worse than that. That's why looking at that was so disgusting, that you as a man felt so comfortable with putting your hands on a woman outside of, I mean, not outside, in a public setting where there's cameras. Maybe I'm going to assume that they rented out, that they booked the whole floor, right? Let's just assume that they booked the whole floor, right? But if they didn't book the whole floor, where people can come in and out at any time, people can hear you throwing stuff. But again, I'm going to assume that they just booked the whole floor, right? I'm just going to assume that. I'm just so disgusted. That video was disgusting, and it hurt to watch. I think what was even more nasty and disgusting about it, though, was the Los Angeles District Attorney's Office coming out saying that there's nothing that they can do because the video was so old and it happened such a long time ago. Now, I'm not into the conspiracy theories. I'm only into confirmation, right? I'm not into the I'm not into anything without facts, right? I need facts to back up everything. I'm not going to believe it unless you have factual evidence of at X, Y, and Z is happening, or you have real factual evidence that X, Y, and Z is about to happen. I am not I'm not going to believe you, right? It's just a conspiracy theory at that point. I knew something was up with this. I knew something was up with this when Cassie put out the suit, right? And they settled the next day. The next day they settled. That raised my eyebrow, because who settles a suit the very next day unless that's something you just want? Hey, hush. Shh. Hush, 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 hush. Hush, 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 hush. Shh. Hey. All right, cool. Listen, I'll give you X, Y. Listen, I'll give you this amount of money. Here, just take it. All right, shh. Just don't bring this up. All right, cool. That's what I think that was. Well, that's what I know that was. However, I think that you thought this was safe because this footage was in your house. Your father paid $50,000 for this footage. Paid $50,000 to the hotel for this footage. Um, Also, that hotel needs to be investigated. That's what I'm not seeing enough of. If you, who else, what else are you hiding in your rooms? Or what else have you hid if you are willing to be able to take any amount of money put it in your pocket and just live, right? Knowing what that man did to that girl. How are you able as a company, as a business, as an infrastructure, right? How are you able to sit and live with yourself knowing that, dang, we just let this happen to this girl. We didn't report it to the police. We didn't nothing. We just got paid off, gave them the footage. It was like, all right, cool. So also that hotel and every other hotel Diddy has stayed at with Cassie or any other woman needs to be investigated to see what other footage is there in those vaults, in those safes, whatever backup footage they have. I all of it, because that's not the only one. I know for a fact that's not the only one. That's not the only one. And I would hate to see what that man has in his house. I would hate to see the footage that man has in his house. And to take that mansion. It's ridiculous. This is so ridiculous. It was so, oh my goodness. Wow. And also to see so many people still back Diddy. To see so many people still be like, you know, sometimes you just no, nigga. It ain't no sometimes, nigga. No, I don't care how frustrated, how angry I get. My mother told me, boy, you better never in your life put your hands on a woman, or that will be the last day you ever put hands on something ever again. And from that day forward, I ain't never put my hands on a woman unless we, I'm a child of God now. All right. I'm a child of God now, but now. All right. No, seriously. I'm playing too much. This is a serious situation, guys. This is a serious situation. I'm sorry. But no, yes, I cannot and also, like, this is the same thing when I was talking about Kendrick a couple weeks ago in the bonus episode of the pod. I was saying that, Kendrick, I would look at Kendrick way differently if it comes out that Kendrick is a woman beater. It will hurt my heart to see that, but I can't listen to his music. I can't do nothing. Like, I can't listen to Kendrick. I can't rock with Kendrick. I can't dance to his music knowing that he is a woman beater, because I just, like, me growing up around women, being around women all my life, I just can't condone that. I just can't be around that, because how would that make me look um as a man supporting and backing someone who beats women, right? But so far it hasn't been proven. So far, like, Kendrick hasn't been proven that Kendrick being his wife. Actually, people close to Kendrick has come out and said the exact opposite. Whitney's brother, Kendrick's wife's brother, Kendrick's brother-in-law, came out and said that that's not true. That Kendrick's never hit his wife. So yeah, but I can't. I'm done. I'm done. Yeah. The lawsuit, I was done. But this made me done. This double stamped the done. What triple stamped the done was third thing on the docket, his apology that came out today. You know what? I might put the apology video in the pod and let y'all hear it. I might put the apology. You know what? Am I gonna put the apology? Nah, we ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm gonna do? Apology play now.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was up. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for his mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day.
Don't bring God into this, my boy. Do not bring the good Lord. Do not bring the good Lord into this. Don't bring no. No, 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 no. You was not asking for grace and mercy when you was dragging her across the hotel lobby floor. Do not ask the good Lord for grace and mercy now. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Actually ask the good Lord for grace and mercy. Don't ask me for it though, because you ain't getting it. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This is crazy. People saying people funny enough, people saying that they canceled the Rock Nation Grammy brunch because they didn't know how to they didn't know how to say they couldn't invite Diddy. They didn't know how to tell Diddy he couldn't come, so they so that's why they canceled the Rock Nation brunch. that's not that's not funny, but I thought it's not funny, but I thought it was funny. Um yes. The apology looked like you were reading a teleprompter. It also looks like you're with Russell Simmons and Bali. It looks like you're gone somewhere secluded, somewhere that you can't be found. Shout out to you though for leaving the comments on and not turning the comments off, because if you turned the comments off on that Instagram post, it just would have looked like it would have looked way worse than what it did. Shout out to my dad for helping me realize that. Like it would have looked way worse than what it did if you left them comments on. Um Yeah, no, apologies not accepted, my nigga. Apologies not accepted. I know a lot of people out there that were at a dark time at one point in life, and their wife or girlfriend or fiance at the time or now or whatever, right, was the one that held them down through that time, but they never put their hands on them. They never beat them. They never abused them physically, emotionally, spiritually. The emotional and spiritual abuse that girl. Oh my goodness, my heart. Oh, the emotional and spiritual, mental abuse Cassie must have went through in that house with that man. I never thought about it until now. Wow. Yeah, apologies not accepted. Apology not accepted. Yeah, nah, I can't. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Apologies not accepted. I can't forgive that. I can't forgive that. I can't forgive that. God does though. God does forgive. Um, God does give us new mercies every day. Um, However, I'm not God. I can't forgive that. I can't. I can't look or listen or just enjoy the music the same, knowing that. And there's so many people that are so concerned about him being gay more so than him attacking women. Y'all are so concerned about him being gay that y'all ignore the fact that he literally abuses women. That's why I don't think most of y'all are straight. That's why I don't think most straight men, because for y'all to be so man, oh man, no, I'm a man. Y'all hate women. I'm sorry. I know I'm straight. I love women. So I'm going to try to protect women as much as I can, because if there's no woman here, I'm gonna be an angry black. Once if there's no women on the earth, that's when I become an angry black man. I become an angry black man then. y'all be like, oh, I'm not an angry black man. No, I'm not angry. If there are zero women on this earth, I'm only surrounded here by men. oh, I become an angry black man. I am now an angry black man. But y'all just be too comfortable around dudes, bro. Y'all just be too comfortable around dudes. Y'all be so concerned about, oh, such and such gay, such and such gay. Such and such beats woman, bro. He literally beat a girl. Also, all you guys that had to see the footage of him beating her up, him hitting her, him abusing her, y'all trifling and y'all are foul. Y'all are foul people. I'm not gonna name any names, but y'all know who y'all are. Y'all are foul people. Um, Anybody who has a platform and deciding not to speak up about this situation, you know who you are. You are foul. You are disgusting. You are a foul, disgusting person as well. Um, like they like they told me in school, like they say in life, you're guilty by association. You're a bystander of this. Us at the Arts Block Podcast. Well, it's not us. It's right now. It's me. But I'm you know what? Let's manifest us. Us at the Arts Block Podcast. We do not stand with domestic violence. We do not stand with domestic abuse. We do not stand for it. We do not condone it. We do not support it. Again, go back in the pod, find go back in the pod. I'm gonna link the domestic abuse hotline number at the bottom. I'm also going to link it in the description for everybody to find. Um yeah, if you know somebody who might need it, if you might need it, please call, please share. Yeah, yeah, please share, please share, please share, please share, please share. All right. So let's lighten the mood. Let's lighten the mood. Let's lighten the mood a little bit. Wow, that was dark. Wow, that was dark. That's how we're starting off season 7. A lot has happened. Wow, that was dark. That was a dark first three topics. Let's get into Cardi B. Cardi B released a statement on Twitter saying that she is not releasing any music this year and that her fans are going to have to wait till 2025. Shortly after that statement, Atlantic Records, Cardi B's record label, comes out and says, Cardi is releasing an album this year, and she is releasing an album very soon. Don't listen to Cardi. Listen to us. A lot of people think that this is a marketing ploy. A lot of people think that this is something for Cardi and Atlantic, and they are rolling her album out like this. Guys, I hate to break it to you, but this is not an album rollout. Cardi does not want to release this. Cardi does not. Whatever album they're about to give us, trust me, Cardi does not want to release that shit. Cardi does not want to release that shit. I was watching the JBP today, right? I was watching the Joe Budden podcast today, right? And they were talking about the Cardi B situation, and Joe was like, "Listen, if Cardi just told them earlier instead of going on Twitter, just went straight to the label and was like, hey, I don't feel comfortable releasing this album, right? Because it's too many things that has happened. It's too many things that has happened at this point for us not to get an album. There's too many things at this point right now for us to like. You had the Rolling Stone cover, the Enough single came out. I like the Enough single, but to me it's not like a single. Like you still need like an actual single. It's a lot that goes into rolling out an album. And right now, I just think Cardi's in a space where she's fighting with herself to beat herself because that's the bar that she set. And I know people's like, well, it's not really a bar. Like she just needs to put out music. She just needs to da, 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 da. But it's harder than it sounds when you're in that position. When you're in the position where, all right, nigga, I know you can do 10 million records. That's something that people now that's something that they're saying. I know you can do 10. I know you can do that. So that's the expectation now. I know you can do this. I know you can do this. Every song on Invasion of Privacy, to me, in when's a year the Invasion of Privacy come out? 2017, 2018, 2017, 2018, somewhere around there. Whatever year that was, Invasion of Privacy was the best album that came out that year because every song was a hit. Every song was a hit. Every song was a banger. Every song you can just listen to. You can put on a playlist and just listen to. There's not one song that she didn't. It wasn't one record that she didn't feel comfortable in on Invasion of Privacy. Like she felt so comfortable on every record, so comfortable rapping, so comfortable talking, she just it was like oh, and that album was perfect in my eyes. Like it was so good, such a good rap album. Like it's so good. Like it's for women in like when Invasion of Privacy came out, it was a great time for women to rap because now it's like now it's time for everybody else to be all the other women to be ushered in at that point. Um, However, since then we've released she's released a lot of singles, has gotten a lot of success from her singles, but we are waiting for a project now. We're waiting for a project. We're waiting for a project. We're waiting for a project. And Atlantic getting on social media saying, yes, Cardi B is releasing a discard what Cardi just said. Cardi is releasing a project in 2024, tells us that oh, they need this. Like this is more serious than we thought because they didn't just let her rock. They were just like, all right, cool. She didn't want to put it out. Okay, they were like, no, you're putting this album out. This is coming out. Whoa, that's a lot. That's a lot. That's heavy. That's heavy on the artist. That's heavy on the artist because now it's like I thought I had the backing of the label, but now the backing is kind of not backing me anymore. So now it's just me. That's heavy for an artist like Cardi, and a lot. And she's been going through a lot this past couple of years. She's I don't know what her and Offset are doing now, but her and Offset split up. You know, she now single mother, and you know, it's just a lot going on with Cardi. So I just hope her mental health is okay. I hope that the music isn't getting too much. I hope the music is just fun, still fun for her. Because when she was making music, when it sounded like she was having fun making the music, we were having fun in listening and enjoying the music, which was a huge deal. Like she's fun. So I hope that this album that we get and receive from her is a continuation of how fun, how gritty, how New York, how raw, how ill she really is as an artist. And yeah. But I love Cardi though. Like I'm a huge Cardi fan. And I just hope that Cardi isn't right now just comparing herself to other people who have reached certain successes with their albums, with their projects. Because to be honest, I haven't seen a woman like a female rap album since Invasion of Privacy sell like Invasion of Privacy. Maybe Cardi's new album. Maybe Cardi's new album. But I mean not Cardi's new album. See, look, maybe Nicki's new album, maybe that, but I haven't seen a women rap artist sell like Cardi's Invasion of Privacy or even do what Cardi's Invasion of Privacy did since that. I haven't seen a rap album period do what Cardi Invasion of Privacy did since that. That was she reached heights that like your goats haven't even seen. Right? It was crazy. It's crazy. It was good music. It was good music. It was really good music on that album. So yeah, Cardi, just know that we support you. We love you over here at the Arts Block Podcast. Whatever you choose to do, just make sure you put your 100% your best foot forward. And you know we're going. People are going to listen to it anyway. Like it's Cardi. You're amazing. You have a fan base. We love you. People we're going to listen to it. We're going to listen. We're going to listen to the record. Yeah, we're going to listen to the record anyway. And yeah, that's it. Last thing on the docket before we get going today. SZA. So Apple has released their top 100, or they are currently in the middle of releasing their top 100 albums of all time. And, there's been some good, some bad, some, riff raff here and there between which albums are going first and last. Just for everybody here that's watching the podcast that really don't know how these things go, everything's opinionated. So usually when you have an opinion on something and somebody else has an opinion on something, maybe it's the same, maybe it's different. Oh, excuse me. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's different, but I just want everybody here to just sit and know that everything that's going on here is opinion based. No, none of this is backed by facts. Nobody has a factual score that go like Apple's greatest album of all time might not be yours. Let's just keep it a book. I guarantee you Apple's favorite album of all time won't be my favorite album of all time. Um, but yeah, because my favorite album of all time is Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder. So, and I know for a fact that's not going to be not Apple's number one. I'll be really upset if Songs in the Key of Life is not top 10 though, because that's one of the greatest albums ever. Well, my greatest album ever. Anyway, SZA SOS, not even Control. SZA's newest album, SOS, is ranked 72nd on the top 100 albums of all time, by the way. Not top 100 R&B albums, not top 100 black artist albums, top 100 albums throughout every genre of all time. So throughout the hundreds of years of music and thousands upon thousands, maybe even millions of albums out there in the world, SZA's album is ranked 72nd out of the top 100. SZA said, that's disrespectful. Disrespectful to who? Disrespectful to who? Listen, if there was a top 100 podcast, right, and my podcast was ranked 99th, I'm looking like, Negro, do you see my, not if, because there is a top 100 podcast, but I'm just saying, Negro, do you see my podcast? I'm the 99th ranked podcast in the world. Oh, you can't tell me nothing. I'm ranked 99th. I'm so grateful for that 90. Man, out of all the albums that ever existed of all time, your album is ranked 72nd, and your album came out what 2-3 years ago. So when did SOS come out? SOS came out like 2-3 years ago, right? Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Running, 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 running. SOS album. SOS came out in 2022. So your album that came out 2 years ago is ranked the 72nd best album of all time. And that's disrespectful. Your album barely had time to marinate. And that joint is considered one of the greatest of all time. Your album, SOS, hasn't left the top 10 Billboard 200 in 2 years. And I think in about 12 weeks, she's about to break the record of longest running album in the Billboard 200 top 10. Longest running album in the Billboard 200 top 10. First time since, and I think she's about to break like Michael Jackson's record or something. Ma'am, 72nd is amazing. You should be grateful for that 72nd. You should be thanking your God above in heaven that your album is ranked 72nd. Now, to all the people that are sitting here acting like SOS doesn't deserve to be the 72nd ranked album of all time, you are a lie. You're a liar. SOS is amazing. SOS R&B is one of the best R&B albums I've ever heard. It's an amazing piece of work from beginning to end. People's like, I don't understand what SZA's saying. I don't understand what SZA's saying. Well, tell me what Little Richard saying with Wop Wop Bop Bamboo. Tell me what James Brown was saying in his songs. Tell me what Michael Jackson was saying in the window. Tell me what any of these niggas saying. You can't. All right, cool. Y'all niggas love Smino. Tell me what Smino be saying. I mean, you know, I love Smino. It's just a vibe, just vibe, just vibe. Man, that's why we have apps like Genius. That sound like a Genius ad, didn't it? Like how I led into that. That sounded like an ad for Genius. That sounded like Genius sponsored. Hey, Genius, sponsor me, Genius. Hey, everybody, tag Genius, sponsor me. Nah, that sounded clutch though. That sounded like an ad, and that's why we have Genius, so you can look at all the lyrics. Nah, Genius, y'all don't deserve me. Y'all don't deserve me. I'm too good for y'all. I am way too good for y'all. But yeah, shout out SZA and shout out all the other artists who made it on the top 100. Let's not sit up here and act like SOS isn't a great album. 72nd is an amazing accomplishment, and I don't want anybody to sit here and diminish the accomplishments that they had because it's not something that they wanted or something that they wanted to reach or something that they wanted to achieve. You are recognized with the greatest artist of all time. Your album is a part of um is now recognized as one of the greatest albums of all time, and that might be your best album in your discography. So yeah, just I think we just need to all be grateful for the moments that we have been blessed with, and just humble ourselves, um, and knowing that this, we don't really deserve any of this, like, feel me. So I don't think 70 seconds is disrespectful at all. I think it could, in my opinion, it could be lower. But I definitely do think it deserves to be on the top 100 albums of all time. But yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of the Art Spot Podcast. Season 7 of Art Spot Podcast. I've been your host, Eric Curry III. But before we get on out of here, I'm going to hit y'all with a Dead or Alive. Now, Eric, what is Dead or Alive? Dead or Alive is a segment on the podcast where I or the guest on the podcast gets to choose an artist that we would like to work with that is dead or alive. Now, you can choose one artist. We can choose 100 artists. This is my podcast, so I'm going to do whatever I want. You know what? I'm probably going to talk about this next week too, because I've been getting really big into WNBA these past couple of years, like the past 2 years, that the Aces have won. I've been really getting really big into the WNBA, getting more active into the WNBA. So these are shout out to the Aces. The Aces have an ongoing investigation about the W. I am going to talk about that next week, about the Aces ongoing investigation from the WNBA. I'm going to talk about that next week. But yeah, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to know what we're going to do. We're going to do this. We're going to do Asia Wilson. We're going to do Kelsey Plum, and we're going to do Mama Hammond, Coach Hammond. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Becky Hammond, that's what we're gonna do. Coach Hammond, Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum, KP, A Dub, feel me? Coach Beck, feel me? Three-peat. Shout out to the Aces. But yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of the Arsenal Podcast. I've been your host, Eric Curry III. Please make sure if you're watching on YouTube, you like, comment, subscribe. Subscribe. You need to subscribe. You need to subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. Make sure y'all turn on post notifications so y'all can be notified every time we post a podcast. If you're listening on your favorite podcast platform, please give me a 5-star and a review. You can just say that this is the greatest podcast you have ever seen in your life, and that will suffice. Yeah, make sure y'all just drink your water, y'all stay happy, y'all do something productive, do what y'all love to do every single day, man. Do something that you love to do. Remember that I love you, God loves you. You're amazing, all the things. You're blessed. You're favored. You are blessed because you have a device to watch the Art Spot podcast on, or listen on, or whatever you're doing. You have a job. You have a roof over your head. You have food on your table. Whatever your kids are healthy. You're healthy. Whatever the case may be, right? Um, find one reason to say that you're blessed today, and just be thankful. Just be thankful. Just thank God that just find one reason to thank God today. That's it. That's your homework. That's your homework assignment. Find one reason to thank God today. If you can't find one reason to thank God today, then figure it out. DM me on Instagram at Eric Curry III, or DM the podcast at Art Supply Podcast, and I will help you find a reason to thank God today. But find one reason to thank God today for sure. So yeah, I love you. God loves you. I'm gonna get out of here. Season 7. I'm ready to go. Peace, love, hair grease. Yeah. Bye.